Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Miguel Cisneros, and at this time we're gonna present a webinar about the LYNX panel series, the 5210 and the 7000. Um, we're gonna go over a little bit of characteristics and how this system works, and how to use Total Connect with these systems also. But first of all, I work for Honeywell Homes, now Residio, based on the Miami office. And I've been in the company for many years, and I'm part of the customer. I'm part of the training and tech support department. So saying that, we're gonna start with the webinar. This is gonna be like a express overview of the LYNX Touch, the 5210 and the 7000. We used to have another one, the 5000 series, but it's no longer available. So pretty much the 5210 and the 7000, they are the programming. It's almost the same. There is some characteristics, different characteristics, like physical characteristics, but but the programming is pretty much the same thing. The objectives of this webinar is like we're gonna see a little bit of features, the wiring inside the panel, some installer programming, how to add like wireless zones, how to add like the key fob, some centralization programming, some communications, how to program the communication module if you install a communication module to the panel, some user functions, some video setup. You can see in here there's the two in the left side, the 5210, and the right side the 7000. Pretty much are the same. The main difference is the screen is a little bigger in the 7000, and they use pretty much the same accessories, wireless accessories, like the 5800 series Honeywell accessories, which is you can see it in the screen. There's some motion detectors on windows or doors contact. This is the battery. This is the power, and this is the key fob. Okay, we're gonna talk about some features. The LYNX is autonomous and wireless alarm panels. They are reliable, plus a lot of innovation in these panels. Touch screen and complete in color, as you can see in the picture. And they have easy to identify the icons. They're pretty big. They are like pretty easy to follow. They are easy to understand icons. This is some final user benefit. Easy to understand icons, easy to use touchscreen. They have a full color graphic and easy flow of operation. There's some more benefits here. The system and zone voice notification. There's a voice that they tell you exactly what's happening. The panel is like talking to you. There's a family message center. Like you can leave a message in the panel. Like for example, you are the last person to leave, and you're gonna tell your son who's coming back from work, from school, and you wanna leave a message saying like lunch is on the microwave, something like that. So you can leave a message, and it's gonna show you on the screen like a little envelope saying like there is a message. So the first person who come in before when he or she disarms the panel, it's going to flash the message so he can listen to it. Another benefit is it has an integrated Z-Wave technology. With the Z-Wave technology, you can control the thermostat, the door locks, lights, garage door, switches, light switches, water bulbs, and more. High voice operation on the phone, hands-free. You can talk. In this panel, there's a two-way voice feature. It let you, if you're gonna use that, it let you talk to the central station operators, talk and listen when the alarm signal is received, ensuring that the proper response personnel can be dispatched to your home if you need it. So it's a two-way voice communication. We can see here more benefit. It supports communication to central monitor via conventional telephone lines, or we can use the modules, the communication modules, the GPS, IP, or Wi-Fi. E-communication via GSM, it could be 2G, 3G, 4G, depending on the place, what's available. It is totally compatible with Total Connect. That through that Total Connect, it lets you control your Z-Wave equipment. You can see the weather in your city, emergency alerts, traffic, and also news. Through Total Connect remote service, you can operate the LYNX touch from any smartphone or comparable device. Actually, your phone, it becomes you can control everything from your phone. It becomes like another keypad of your panel. It's like not like a wireless keypad, but it's like a digital keypad that you can, through the application in your phone, you can control your panel. LYNX, all the series of LYNX Touch is easy to use. It's easy to identify the status of the zones. It's going to tell you exactly which one, because you're going to put names on the zone. So, for example, if somebody opened the kitchen door, it's going to tell you kitchen door is open. It's the menu is easy to follow and understand. Like can you see on the pictures? It's really easy to understand. You have a full text system information, and it shows also multiple zones per page. These are some benefits for the installers. Easy menu navigation to program this panel. Touch programming option. Everything is touch screen. Touch the screen. I'm sorry. It reduces installation time and cost, because basically you're not running any wires, like in comparison with other panels, like for example with the Vista, you have wire zones, you gotta run cable. In this one, everything is 99%. It's wireless. You don't have to run cables. Programming options available in existing lists. There's lists that you can program through that, and then it's also you can upload and download available. It's available through Compass software. Compass software is a Compass that Honeywell Home has. It's a free software that you can download it from mywebtech.com, Honeywell.mywebtech.com, which is basically you can connect to your panel remotely from anywhere you are. You don't have to be in the site. You don't have to be in the same next to the panel to connect it. You can remotely control your panel, program your panel, delete zones, add users, delete users. pretty much everything you do in the panel, you can do it remotely with the software, and it's free. This is a great advantage of this sorry, with this panel. The Honeywell LYNX series touch features a bright full color tactile screen. We said that before, and you can see in the picture with graphic icons that result in easy operation. This is very, that's why we keep telling you this is a great feature. You can see pretty much everything on the screen. It also has an advanced alarm communication, home automation, and control capabilities with these panels. The communications option, communication meaning communication with the central station, also communication through your panel from your phone. It has a Wi-Fi communication module, which offers the lowest cost communication for alarms, a remote service solution, installation time saving, no data cable to install, and the reduction of monthly operation costs, whether it's used as a backup or primary. The other communication option is the 4G cellular technology. This model radio finds the best signal, 2G, well, 2G is almost obsolete, 3G, 4G in the area. When it finds it, ensures that the alarm signal reaches the central station, maximizing installation opportunities. And you can also use the regular telephone, the conventional telephone line, to communicate with the central station. These advanced communication options give installation company the flexibility they need to service all their customers, whether they are rely on mobile phones, voice over IP, or conventional telephone lines. This panel, the centralized control, the C-Wave technology, the connectivity model allows you to integrate security, lighting, thermostat, locks, water bulbs, garage doors, etc., allowing you to enjoy centralized control at the tip of your fingers. We're going to see a little bit of the features and see the features of this panel. This panel it has 80 zones. The first only this, that's why I say it's 99% wireless, because this one, the first zone, it's a hardwire zone, and all of the rest are wireless. So you can have one wire zone in this panel. It has also 16 RF key fob zones. Those are from zone 140 to 155. And then it has 63 wireless protection zones, starting from zone number 2 to 64. Number 1, remember, it's a wire zone, it's not a wireless zone. You can have up to 32 user codes and 48 on the L7000. 128 viewable event log and 256 in the L7000. What are the event log? Is this panel like keep a record or all the activities that it is being when the panel is being used, like for example you arm or you disarm, or there is an alarm, a trouble. Everything is recorded, and then you can see without calling the central station and ask for a report, you can see in the screen. This is very important in case you're gonna compare with your central station activities. It has also 16 reminders and schedules. The screen, the size of the screen, 4.7 color display. This is for the 5210, and 7 inches for the 7000 series. Two-way voice over the GSM, IP, or Wi-Fi. We spoke about that. You can talk over this panel with your dispatch, with the operator of central station. Total Connect 2.0, and you also can see the Total Connect cameras in this panel. In the 5210, you can see up to one camera at a time, but on the 7000, because the bigger screen, you can see up to 4 cameras in your screen. Intuitive programming interface. It has 2 expansion ports for the if you're gonna use the Z-Wave technology and Wi-Fi. There are 2 expansion ports that you gotta get it up apart from the panel. It doesn't come with a panel. You gotta get it. It has 2 dedicated buttons for easy use. The panic in here in the front. The panic with a little red triangle is the panic, and the other one, which with a little house icon, is the home. Contact ID or SIA reporting format options. They do send contact ID and then SIA reporting. Speakerphone options. Message center over PATS, GSM, IP, or Wi-Fi. Remote phone control features when using PATS line, the analog line. Remote programming over PATS line or alarm using Compass software. You can program remote. You can connect remote over the regular analog line, or you can use the Compass if you got the communicators installed. Real-time clock and calendar, voice announcement of the system status, end user device activation. There's some other features of these panels. Speaker and phone option, message center, Wi-Fi, 52 or 51,000. This is the model of the modules. If it's Ethernet, it's ILP5. If it's Wi-Fi, it's the L5100. Cellular, 4GL or 4GLC in Canada. Real-time clock and calendar, voice announcement of system status, and end user device activation. The panel gives you the system status of the panel all the time. You can hear it. This is a little bit a table comparison of the 3 families of LYNX Touch. As I said before, the 5100 is no longer available. It's out of the market. We have only the 52 series and the 7000 series, and this is kind of a comparison between them. The 52 and the 5010, the screen, the 7 inches of 4.7 zones, 64, and the 7000 is 80 zones. Users, the 52 series 32 and the 7000 48. Then we keep going. The event load 128 versus 256. Garage doors 3, the 7004, and the rules, scenes, and schedule is 2020. So they all are the same. It has the night state silent exit feature. For example, the R9, it's when you're gonna leave, you're gonna stay in the house, like at nighttime. You can arm your panel, your system, but you're gonna stay in the house, so it's gonna arm on the perimeter. They have that option. You can stay in the house, but your perimeters, like your windows and doors, are gonna be on alarm. It's compatible with the SIA, both of them. So the red text indicate the default values of where it comes from factory. We're gonna see a little bit of the wiring inside. We can see right here in the left top. This is the where you connect the phone system, the phone line. I'm sorry. Then these 2 are the connectors for the battery. You have 2: the high capacity, in the bottom, and the top, the normal battery. Here is where you put the power, and the zone number 1 over here with another line resistor, 2K another line resistor, and this is the ground. You can see here the speaker connection. Speaker is right here. The microphone connection, and this is the modules where this is the place where you can install the module for the communicators. There are two kind of battery as we saw before: the normal and the normal battery, which is the part number over here. In the battery standby time is 4 hours, and approximately 1 hour before the depletion is going to show you low battery notification on the screen. And this is the high, this is the low, and this is the high battery. This is the part number. It lasts up to 24 hours. There is a note: the batteries may take up to 40 hours to fully charge. A low battery message may take up to 4 hours to clear on its own. This is the high capacity. It lasts up to 24 hours, and the normal one 4 hours. This is inside. It has a tamper also, in case somebody open or want to destroy the panel. It's gonna give you an alarm it's gonna send an alarm automatically to the central station, and this is how a little bit of the installation when you're gonna install this on the wall. You have the mounting holes here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you the locking tab. So here in the top, then you close it, and then you can install on the wall, right? We're gonna see a little bit now the programming, how to program this panel. This is the main screen. So you go into the main screen, and then you're gonna go more. You click on more, and it's gonna give you this second screen, and then you go to tools, the little icon that you can see, and then you're gonna enter your installer code. The installer code by default it's 4112. You press that. Later on you can change it, but this is the by default. It comes with this set of number 4112. After you put 4112, you get into the programming mode. So you go programs, and then you are in programming. Now, if you don't know the installer codes, like for example, somebody changed the installer code and you don't know, it's now 4112 anymore. This is the way to get into programming without knowing the installer code. You power cycle the panel, so you took the power out, and the battery too. You gotta disconnect the battery and the power. Then you power up, connect the battery, and then while the panel is initializing, a red system standby banner will be displayed. This is a red. Here is the red banner. Right now it's on green, but it's gonna show you on red first. After the red banner change to yellow, it's gonna change to yellow or green. You gotta press security on the screen, followed by away or stay, or one or two, or any one of them. After you press that, you're gonna press clear, and then you're gonna follow by 0 and 0. When you finish to press the 0 and 0, now it's gonna show you the programming menu. You're gonna enter the programming mode. There's a note: the system must be in desired state to enter programming, otherwise it won't be able to. But this is the way to enter to programming if you don't know the code, right? And then you just go back here to where you put the installer code, and then you can change it if you don't know it, right? Okay. When you enter programming, the system programming screen will appear in the arm and ready. The system programming is going to be in the top, the banner in the top in yellow, and both icons is going to start flashing. So that's how you know you are in programming mode. Programming defaults. To select factory defaults from a set of 4 tables, press down the arrow key. So you are in the main menu, and then we're gonna first thing we always tell people, we always recommend is you factory default your panel, because you don't know what is in. If it's a new panel, well, it's already factory default. But if you get it from somebody else, or somebody gave it to you, or there's a new installation, it's better to default your panel to factory default. So it's gonna erase all all programming, whatever it has already there, it's gonna erase it, and then you're gonna start like from a clean installation. So you go in the main menu, you go down, you go default configuration, and then you select default configuration 1. It's gonna ask you, are you sure? You say yes, and then it's gonna beep. The panel is gonna beep, confirming that you it's done, that you erase all the information, and then you go back twice in the back arrow, and then you go, and then it's done. If you're gonna go, if you're gonna change the installer code, now, like if you don't know, you're gonna change the installer code. There you go, code. It's gonna show you which one is installing code at that time. You press clear or the back arrow, and it's gonna erase it. And then you enter the new 4-digit installer code, and you press select done. Always, everything you do, you select done or save. Otherwise, you won't save it. And then you're done. You just change your installer code. Don't never forget that. System type, you go system type. It's gonna show you different. It's gonna show you different options. It depends of the customer what he needs or what you want. If you're the customer, then you start like changing, just like touching on each command is gonna give you the options. You enable or you disable it, and then at the end you save it, and then it's done. If you're gonna, well, if you're gonna set up the day and time, you go to the option set day and time. You press that option. It's gonna give you another screen. You put the date, and then you go down. You put the time, and then when you're done, you go. The next one is the time zone. You put the time zone, and when you are done, always you gotta press save. Otherwise, it won't save it. So everything you've done is not gonna be saved. You're gonna have to do it again. Those are like some system options of the panel. Now we're gonna go and see how you add a wireless on. You go again. You enter with the installer code 4112. You enter the programming in the system programming menu. You go zones. You select zones. It's gonna show you the zones. It's gonna show you already. Those not necessarily meaning like zone number 2 is gonna be front door or zone number 3 is gonna be back door. It just comes by default, and then you just you can change it anytime. By default, it comes like that. You click on add new, like for example, add new. We're gonna do from number 2. It's gonna ask you. It's gonna show you another screen. It's gonna ask you for the serial number. Each device, each wireless device, Honeywell wireless device, it has its own serial number, which is marked in a sticker inside the device, and also there's another sticker outside the device. So what you do is there's two ways you can put the serial number. Either you type it in the keypad, you type it in, or the other way, if you're gonna have to open and close the device like twice, the first time you open and close is gonna be the panel is gonna beep. You're gonna like basically you're enrolling via wireless, via RF. You open and close once. It's gonna show you the serial number, and then you're gonna open and close again the device, and it's gonna give you the loop number. Um, when you have the serial number and the loop number, you're gonna press done, and then it's gonna close. And then if you open and close the third time, it's gonna confirm the serial number and the loop number. That's how you program your device. Just put in to put the serial number. Then you got serial number and loop number. Now you're gonna go to the zone description. It has all this zone. They had up to 2 zone description. You just select zone description, and it's gonna open another screen. Then you start typing the word. This panel, it has already saved. It has like its own little dictionary, and it's gonna as long as it's gonna follow you. You start typing the first, the second letter. It's gonna show you the options of the word until you get the word you're looking for, and then you select done. Now, same thing with the zone description number 2. So now we're gonna go device type. You click on device type. It's gonna show you all the options of the type of device. Is a door, a window, a glass break, a heat sensor, a motion sensor, a smoke detector. If you go down the arrow, it's gonna show you a little more options. Okay, then when we already select the device type, or we already select the response type. Then we're gonna go the option of alarm report. If you want the alarm to be reported to the central station or not, you click yes. If you click again, it's gonna say no. Chime, if you want the panel to chime every time zone is open. And supervision, you want this supervised or unsupervised. After you select all of the options, you select save to save it, and then you're done. That's how you install. And the same way it's for all the zones. In this case, we did it like a contact. It was a door, so it's a contact. Same way you're gonna do for a motion sensor. Same way you're gonna do for a glass break, etc. For a smoke detector, the only thing is gonna change is the device type here. That's where you're gonna change it. Okay, so we're gonna see now we're gonna see how we're gonna install a key fob. You go again to system programming. In this case, we're gonna select keys. If you don't have a key, it's gonna show you no items to display. So you gotta click on Add New, and then it's gonna show you the following screen. You're gonna select which key type. There are several options like 1 button, 2, 3, 4, or 6. The regular one, the most common one, is 4 buttons. So that's why we put in 4 buttons. Then it's gonna ask you for the serial number. Again, there's 2 ways to activate the serial number. We just type it in, following the sticker on the key, or we're gonna press one of the buttons. Usually the top left. We're gonna press it like for 2 seconds, and then the panel, when it sees it, it's gonna beep. It's gonna show you it's gonna put it in the serial number automatically, and then you're gonna do it again for the loop number, because now in this case the key fob since it has 4 buttons, it's gonna have 4 loop numbers. Each one is a different one. So when it's done, you press done. So you're gonna save it, and then it's gonna show you. the serial number, the key type, the serial number, automatically it knows it's gonna start from zone 140. Those are the zones from 140 to 153. Those are the zones for keypad. I mean 155. I'm sorry. So it's gonna the button key number 1 is gonna be assigned to zone number 140 automatically, and then it's gonna follow the other ones are gonna follow. Okay. Then in order for the key fob to work, you need to assign it to a user, otherwise it won't work. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna select users. It's gonna show you a list of users, and then you just click on any user which is gonna use the key fob, and you're gonna select it. And then after you finish, you're gonna save everything. This is like a little bit of this is like a little graphic of the key fob and the different options: arm away, disarm, arm stay, and the fourth one is no response. But usually we use it as a panic, like 24 audible panic. If we wanna use that, if we're gonna change it, we gotta go here and then we press the button key number 4, and then it's gonna give you an option, and you're gonna look for if it's gonna be a panic, a 24-hour audible, which is here. No, if you go down, it's gonna show you more options, but in this case, we're gonna check on the 24-hour audible, and then when it shows the final screen, it shows that all the zones are programmed. You're gonna save it, and then it's done. Then you have your key fob, and then you have your other wireless devices already programmed. It's that easy. Now it has all the features. Like for example, if it's gonna report to a central station, you just go enter again in the programming mode, like 4112. You go to reporter, and then you're gonna select on primary central station info, secondary central station info, phone type. There's so many. It depends on which one you're gonna use. You're gonna select it. You're gonna put the phone number of central station, and then after you select everything, you press done. Then you're gonna go to the account number, and you're gonna put the account number of which central station is gonna assign it to you. And when you put the account number, usually 4-digit account number, you press done. If you're gonna change, if you're gonna clear or remove the current account number, you just press clear or the back arrow, and it's gonna erase it, and then you put yours, and then after that you save it. So at the end, it's gonna show you a screen like this. And the final one, it's the communicator type. Which communicator type you're using? you make the changes. Here you select the communicator type. It could be GPS, IP, or Wi-Fi communication type. Then you gotta make the changes to dynamic priority and the dynamic delay, which the dynamic delay, it's how many seconds you're gonna wait, or you want the panel to wait until they send and they do the communication, and then they send the signal to the central station. Report, if you're gonna report all, you're gonna enable each report. You're gonna enable. So you press to report all. And then you save it. How you enable? It depends on everything depends on the client. If he wants to report only troubles, so you enable here. If you're gonna report everything, or you're gonna report only alarms, you enable here, and you disable the other ones, right? It's how the customer wants it. Then after that, you save it. There's another options. You can go options, like how many reports, how frequently they report. If you want to delay when it's an alarm report or not, etc. And then after you select everything, you save it. There's more options, so you go keep going down. Like for example, the sounder. You want the sounder to how many minutes you want the sounder to go. In here you got all the options. Each option you just select it, and then you put like for example, the fire bell timeout. It's gonna ring. It's gonna ring for 4 minutes, or you can put 1 minute, 2 minutes, or until somebody disarm the system. After you're done, you press save. There's more system settings here. For example, you select the entry delay 1, the entry delay 2, the exit delay, like how many seconds you want it. You want the entry delay to have 30 seconds, you just leave it like that. If you keep touching it, it's going to change it to 45, 60, 90, 120 seconds. Basically, the entry delay is the delay you have when you enter your premise and then you open the door. It gives you like 30 seconds in between your door until you walk to your panel. So it gives you 30 seconds, and then it's gonna give you an alarm. If you take more than 30 seconds, then the panel is gonna give an alarm, and then it's gonna communicate it to the central station. You feel like if you have the panel next to the door, you don't need more than 30 seconds. But if you have your panel, for example, in your bedroom, so you better change it and put like 45 or 60 seconds, right? Otherwise, the alarm is gonna go on. There is more here, more system settings, which you can touch in that. You select it, you disable or enable, you select it, and then after you're done with all these options, you save it, and it's already saved. It got saved on the panel. If you're gonna reset the master code, you go this option, master code. By default, the master code is 1234. Most people change it, but this is by default 1234. Installer code is the code for the installers. It's 4112. In master code, it's 1234. It's gonna ask you if you're gonna reset the master code. You say yes. Then that's it. This is to communicator programming. If you install a communicator in this panel, you go in the programming mode to the program menu to communicator, and then you select your communication path, either Wi-Fi or GSM, and then you enable or disable the APL. What is the APL? Is the Advanced Protection Logic, which which is going to give you additional 75 seconds delay before it sends the alarm to the central station. What it means is like it gives you an extra time in case you make a mistake in your panel, so it doesn't send the signal to the central station. It's gonna wait a little bit. It's up to you if you're gonna enable or disable this. For example, in this example, it gives you 30 seconds entry and 30 seconds dialer delay. Those are 60 seconds plus additional 75 seconds, 135 seconds delay before it sends the signal to the central station, which with an alarm. The system is armed, entry delay or data delay zone is violated. This is when it's happening, right? Okay, you gotta program the communication, the communicator. You gotta put the city ID, the central station ID, the sub ID. All these, all of them are necessary in order to use the communicator. After you put all these things, you select done, and it's gonna save it. Then the supervision, you want like 24 hours, none, 30 days. It depends how you want it. Then each option, you just go and change it if you're gonna change it. remote account command communication enable, or multi-mode communication if you're gonna enhance the reports, etc. Communication diagnostic. This is to register the AlarmNet communicator. If you installing a communicator, that's the option. Uh, you you go to set up communication. After you go to communication option, you're gonna get this menu. You go down or up, and then you go to set up communication. You gonna select register device. The register message is then sent, and then you need to wait for the acknowledgement of AlarmNet. And then it's gonna ask, it's gonna tell you registration successfully. It's gonna be displayed on the screen. It means like it connects to AlarmNet. It verifies the account information entered is correct. Then you go back arrow 2 times to return to the installer programming screen. Once the communication has been registered, select COM Diagnostics. And then GSA information is going to give you the information and the signal strength that you have it. You go to select internet information. It's gonna show you the internet information, the IP address, the subnet, the DNS, the gateway, etc. You're gonna go more. You go down another option, communication status. It's gonna show you the status of the communicator, that if everything's okay, so you're good to go. You can test the signal to the monitor station, and then again you wait some seconds, and then it's gonna give you the okay if everything goes okay. And then if you're gonna test it, you go to the test Ethernet options, and then it's gonna wait. You're gonna wait a couple of seconds, and it's gonna give you the summary or what happened or the test. You go back, communication ID numbers. This is to give you information about the module. It's gonna give you the MAC address and everything in case you need it. It's where you go in communication ID numbers, and it's gonna show you everything there on the screen. You go up. If you're gonna configure the Wi-Fi, you select configure Wi-Fi. Then you select access, scan access point. So it's gonna scan all the Wi-Fi's available. Or if you want to manual configure the AP, so you select this option. After you select scan access point, it's gonna show you the different Wi-Fi available next in your area, and then you're gonna select whichever you want it. You're gonna edit, and then you're gonna go join. It's gonna ask you for a password if it has a password, and then you put the password, and then you save everything, and then your panel is connected to the Wi-Fi. So how to user functions, like how to add users. The main screen again. You go more. In this time, we go in tools, and then instead of the installer code, which is we used to do the installer code, which is 4112, we're gonna put the master code 1234, and it's gonna give us another. It's gonna give you another menu. Then this is the menu it's gonna give you, totally different with the programming mode. We're gonna select users. You're gonna change the master code. You select here master. You select the user code, and then it's gonna show you the user code. You select, you delete, and then you put the new user code, and then you press done, and then that's how you change the master code of the panel. We're going back again. We're going back again. And then we're going to show you a little bit how you install how you set up the video. When you have cameras in this panel, there's a note. You might have the L5000 Wi-Fi or the ILP5 installed, and the cameras on the same line in the same LAN in order for the cameras to work. So on the main screen, you go the little icon at the top that says video, and then the system will automatically scan for cameras. It's going to show you the cameras that if it doesn't find any camera, it's going to show you anything. But in this case, for example, it found 4 cameras. You select the camera, it will turn green, and you select again, and we turn yellow, and it's going to edit, and then you go on edit. You're going to rename the camera. You're going to put whatever you want, like garage or patio, back patio. And then after you're done, you save it, and then it's going to show you the show you the camera in your screen. In this case, this is a 5210, so it's going to show you only one camera. If you had a LYNX 7000, it's going to show you, if you have 4 cameras, it's going to show you up to 4 cameras. Okay, with this, we pretty much finished the overview of this panel. There is some technical support numbers from other countries in case you need it on the screen. And there is also survey. You can see it here right now. It's in Spanish, but if you take your phone and you take a picture of the QR, the graphic here, it's gonna open you a new. It's gonna open you your browser on the phone, and there's gonna be some options there. It's gonna be in Spanish, I think by default, or in English. I don't remember. You can change it at the top, and then you can answer the questions, and then we're done. With that, we're gonna be done with the survey. It's very important for you guys to fill out the survey, because this is how we know how we do and what can we get better, or what other new topics you want to listen in the following webinars. And with this, before that, I don't know if there is any questions. Camila, there is any questions?
No, Miguel, no question.
Okay, so I just want to say thank you very much for your participation, for your time, and thank you, Camila, for everything, and we see you next time.